Good evening and welcome to the news roundup for Monday the 29th of July. Before we get into the news, please remember to like this video, share your views in the comments, and share the video with your family and friends.
Reach them! Always make sure the message reach them!
Now for the news in detail. The police have confirmed that a man seen in a photograph with the former Member of Parliament for Central Westmoreland, the People's National Party's Dwayne Vaz, is a suspect in last Friday's deadly confrontation between the police and gunmen in Negril. The man is suspected to be a lookout driver for the 5 men killed by the police moments before they were reportedly set to rob a beryllium armored vehicle. In the photograph, which has been making the rounds since Saturday, the man can be seen posing alongside Mr. Vaz at what appears to be an event for school children. There is no information about the date the photograph was taken. The 35 Haitians who landed at Kensington near Montreal in Portland early Sunday morning spent less than 24 hours on the island. It is understood that after the Haitians were checked at the health facility in Port Antonio, they were sent back to their homeland via a Jamaica Defense Force Coast Guard vessel. On Sunday, it was reported that the group consisted of 29 males, 5 females, and 1 child. This follows 2 separate arrivals also in Portland back in May. At that time, more than 16 Haitians were picked up in the Anchovy Gardens area of Port Antonio in a vehicle that reportedly developed mechanical problems. An investigation has been launched by the Spanish Town Police into the death of a child in Ebonyville, St. Catherine on Sunday. Dead is 3-year-old Rajan Anthony Hines. Reports are that about 1:30 p.m., the father of the deceased returned home from church and reportedly placed his licensed Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol under a couch inside the house. The businessman reportedly went outside to dispose of garbage in a truck that had arrived when he heard a loud explosion. He rushed back inside the house where the child was observed in his mother's hands, bleeding from a wound to the head. The child was rushed to the Spanish Town Hospital where he succumbed to injuries received. The Spanish Town Police have seized the weapon in question while the investigation continues. The police have imposed a 48-hour curfew in Quickstep, St. Elizabeth and its environs as they probe the recent theft of lumber estimated to be of significant value from the forest reserves near a compound. More from Superintendent David White.
I'm Superintendent David White, Sector 3 Commander. This operation is conducted on Quickstep between, this is the border of Chilani and St. Elizabeth. We're offering security to the Forestry Department, who is actually having an operation about 5 miles from here, where they are trying to retrieve over 520 illegally obtained logs from inside the bushes there. It's a long stretch, and we have very strategically deployed persons along the main thoroughfare coming in and along the area where the logging and the retrieving of logging is taking place. So persons are there. We're trying to prevent persons from blocking in the team that are working along this area. Right. So far there are no issues and the community is cooperating with us, police.
2 men were shot dead by a gunman at a bar on Union Street in Craigtown, Kingston on Sunday. One of the dead men has been identified as 64-year-old Carlisle Lyons, otherwise called Jungle Youth, a bar operator from the community. Up to publication time, the other man was unidentified. Police said he is known only as Cow. Reports are that around 1:50 p.m., both men were at the bar when they were pounced upon by men who opened gunfire, hitting them multiple times to the upper body. The gunmen allegedly made their escape on foot along Madden Street. Lyons received multiple gunshot wounds to the chest and abdomen, while the unidentified male received gunshot wounds to the left and right side of both arms. The unidentified male was rushed to the Kingston Public Hospital by a passing motorist, while Lyons was rushed to KPH by the police. Doctors pronounced both men dead on arrival. The police are reporting that 2 men were arrested and 2 loaded guns seized after the vehicle they were traveling in crashed along the Linstead bypass in St. Catherine while trying to elude cops. Reports are that about 2 p.m. on Sunday, a police team assigned to the Public Safety and Enforcement Branch signaled the driver of a Nissan AD wagon to stop. According to the police, the driver disobeyed and sped off. However, the motor vehicle later crashed along the roadway. The police team accosted the 2 occupants of the motor car and conducted a search in their presence. The police say 2 Taurus pistols with 2 magazines containing a total of 14 9mm rounds were found. The men's identity are being withheld pending further investigations. One of 2 men who escaped from police lockup in Lucy, Hanover on Sunday has been recaptured. He is 21-year-old Dimitri Marks of Blenheim district in the parish. The police say Marks was in custody on a charge of malicious destruction of property. They say lawmen were in the Lucy area yesterday afternoon when Marks was seen and subsequently arrested. Still on the run is 21-year-old Jermaine Barton of K Valley District, Hanover, who was charged with the offense of possession of a prohibited weapon. Reports from the Lucy police are that about 1:20 a.m. on Sunday, the men were discovered missing during a routine search of the holding cell. They were said to have made their way out of the cell through an opening on the grill floor. Lawmen attached to the Hanover Division have launched a major investigation into the incident. And that is it for your news roundup for today. We would appreciate you liking this video, leaving a comment, and sharing the video with your family and friends. Have a good evening and see you next time.